Hello Pelican Sound. I'm your head golf professional, Tim Harris. I'm here with my first assistant, Ian Sturt, also known as Mr. McDivitt. And just wanted to get back to you all because we appreciate all the positive feedback we've been getting on some of our videos. You know, we try to get a message out there with a little bit of humor, and hopefully everybody gets the humor and pays attention. Today we're going to follow up a little bit on our pace of play video. We've gotten a lot of comments on that, a lot of suggestions, things that we could do. In that pace of play video, we talked about how the little things are what help everybody keep up a good pace on the golf course. It's not so much your ability or your skill level to ensure good pace. You don't have to race around the golf course or feel like you have to play fast in order to keep a good pace. So in our video, which I'm going to attach a link to that video to this video as well if you haven't seen it yet, we talked a lot about things that you do in between shots. So when you're on the putting green and the putting surface, we didn't cover a lot of that. You're in a confined space in a confined area, and there's things that you can do on the putting green and around the putting green that'll help contribute to a better pace of play too. So Ian and I are going to make a little demonstration here showing you how to do it the correct way and how to do it the incorrect way when it comes to good proper pace and to keep things moving while you're out there. So here we have the same scenario played out on both sides of your screen in the same amount of strokes. I'm hitting out of the green side bunker, and Ian is already on the green. He's marked his ball about 5 feet from the pin. What you'll notice right away is on the left, I had to exit the bunker after I hit my shot to go get my rake, whereas on the right, the rake was already there beside me. So it took me a lot quicker to rake the bunker on the right-hand side. The other thing I want you to notice is that on the left, Ian is just watching me. He's not doing anything to help line up his putt. In fact, he's already lined up his putt and already made his putt on the right because he said to me, we're just going to go ahead and play ready golf. And after I hit my bunker shot, he had already lined up his putt and he was ready to go. So he's already in the hole now. As you can see on the right, he's just waiting for me. On the left, I'm lining up my putt. And on the right, I'm about to hit my putt. So I'm about to hit my putt up here on the right and finish out the hole because Ian is already finished. Ian was playing ready golf. So here we are on the right. I've holed out 1 minute 6 seconds about. On the left, I'm still hitting. Here comes my putt. And because Ian has yet to putt, what you'll notice now is that I have to mark my ball so he can putt. But here's the thing, I shouldn't have to mark my ball. I'm pretty close there. I should have just finished out, and I actually encourage all of you out there while you're playing to do continuous putting. There's no reason to mark your ball when you're that close. Finish out the hole. We're not wearing metal spikes anymore, so you really don't have to worry about getting anybody's line or damaging the green. So as you can see here, Ian is now putting because he wasn't playing ready golf in the first place. So now he's in. Now I have to finish out the hole, but I better put my mark back where it was. And you can see all the extra time this is taking. We're already at 2 minutes. So once I finish out here, you can see that there's a good difference of about a minute between the correct scenario that was on the right and this one here. Now I'm finished out. 2 minutes 12 seconds about. A good extra minute. So as you just saw, the video that was on the right hand side of your screen was the correct way to play in regards to pace of play. There wasn't a lot of wasted time between shots. Ian was already lining up his shot while I was in the bunker. After I hit my bunker shot, my rake was right there with me. I didn't have to go get it like I did in the video on the left. As my ball went further away from the hole, Ian was playing ready golf. He said to me, I'm just going to go ahead and putt out. So we allowed him to putt out while I was going to my ball. So it's the little things in between the shots that make a big difference out there on the golf course, and I want everyone to understand that. Now, I'm going to throw out a challenge to all of our membership here, okay? Just in the last few weeks and even the last month, there's been way too many instances of play being a little bit slow, especially in the early mornings. Let's think about this for a second. We know how busy we are here, and we're trying to get the information out about pace of play. If you have the 7:30 tee time first thing in the morning, you have a responsibility with that tee time, okay? And your responsibility is to get around the golf course in 2 hours. The rest of the golf course is behind you. All the tee times that are in the early morning, for that matter, you have a responsibility to keep up. If the 7:30 group plays in 2 hours, everybody behind them keeps up, then we have an acceptable pace of play. Okay, so 2 hours and 5 minutes, that doesn't cut it. 2 hours and 10 minutes, no. If you're at the 7:30 tee time, do me a favor and watch this video and try to do the things that help keep a good pace of play. If you have friends out there or members, fellow members who haven't seen this video yet, tell them to watch it. I'm putting a challenge out there. We have to play our round of golf with an acceptable pace. There's too many rounds going on out there. We're doing over 400 rounds a day. We want to get everybody around the golf course, but we don't want to be, really stern about it, but we want you to understand that an acceptable pace of play has nothing to do with your ability. All right, so if you have the early time, get out there around 2 hours. If you think that your head golf professional telling you to get out there and play golf in 2 hours for 9 holes is unreasonable, well then unfortunately that type of mindset doesn't help with the solution. It only adds to the problem. Okay, so as you saw, it's very reasonable. It's not that difficult, if I take a phrase from another video, to play golf in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, our rangers are out there to help. If we find out that somebody's playing in the early morning times, or even for the first time in the second crossover, the 11:52 times, and they're not playing in 2 hours, you're probably going to be asked to skip a hole to get back on pace. Okay, so that's the challenge I'm laying out to all of you there. Now we're at the end of our video, so sometimes I'll put a phrase out there at the end of our video to make sure that everybody's watching. Okay, so here's the phrase that if you remember this and you bring it into the golf shop, we might give you something. Okay, I'm not going to say what it is, maybe a little something. Okay, you don't have to race to get good pace. All right, kind of corny, but hey, it is what it is. Now if you say that and you come into the counter, we're going to give you something. But I want everybody to have that on their mind. Okay, pace of play, it's a growing issue throughout the country, throughout the golf world for that matter. We want to keep up, we want to have fun when we're out there. More importantly, in a club like ours that is so busy, we want everybody to get around in their 4 hours. 2 hours on the front 9, 2 hours on your back 9, and we'll all have a good time out there. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, I'm sure I'm going to hear them from you. As always, I'm welcome to them. Thanks everybody, have a great day.